find a way to win. We will find a way to compete. We will find a way through it. And you know what? We're looking for guys who got high belief. Right there in that very thing. You got belief in themselves and each other. Belief in those who come back. Understand that? We're going to find a way.
When you begin the season, you begin with the end in mind. And we want to win our league, the Mid-States Football Association, very competitive league. And that's the gateway to entering into the playoffs. When you look at our schedule, we've got an 11-game schedule. We'll be on the road 7 times. We opened with Southern Illinois University. It's a new team that came onto the schedule. And in some respects, provides us an opportunity to play a team at the beginning of the year, much like at the end of the year, on the road, an unfamiliar opponent, and one that will have challenging matchups. That's playoff football. And in fact, in some respects, that's MSFA football. Although you do have those home games sprinkled in. But really, our objective is to go compete weekly, improve weekly, be ready for league play. But those early games leading up to it, we've got a couple FCS opponents, one of them Southern Illinois, the other's Butler. So very challenging schedule. We take it week by week. We build on one week after the next, all pointing toward league play and what the outcome of that's going to be. The great thing about football is that the season goes relatively fast and you've got a long off season, far more weeks during off season than you have in the season of football. So it begins in the winter and goes through spring ball. We had a great spring period of time, then headed into May, and our summer training was outstanding. So from weight training, spring ball, our morning running and conditioning, just putting that whole package together and leading into the summer, I'm real confident. Yeah, camp's been good. There's some things we've changed. We've got some new staff in. We've made a few shifts on our staff, and on the offensive side, we've gone to some communication, similar playbook with some communication changes. So we've been rolling those out during spring ball and during camp and making great progress with that. Defensively, we're in the second year with Coach Mitchell coordinating the defense, so there weren't as many changes there. New personnel in a lot of spots. But just like any camp, you know, you're working hard, a lot of periods we're in the classroom, a lot of periods on the field, making progress daily, and then begin tuning up for the first game.
Be ready, fellas. No telling when your number's called. And value every rep. Every rep that you get, guys, value it. Value it. Cherish that thing. Be hungry for it. Be starving. That's all you got. One rep. One rep can be the determining factor in the outcome of a game.
For any season opener, you know, you have the previous year's film or the previous year's experience against them. This is a new team, unfamiliar. We do have some film from last year. They've got new coordinators on both sides of the football. So it's not altogether something we know what to expect from them. But the focus remains on what we do. You know, our team fundamentals, our preparation, and that follows through after game one into our game with Anderson, which has been a common rivalry opponent. But again, with a whole year gone and no film from the year before, at the end of the season, they're going to be unfamiliar. Then we go and play St. Ambrose, who's a NAI and league team member, and again, there'll be no film from that game. It'll be our third game, their first game. So when you look at these first three, we're kind of set the template that we focus on ourselves, we focus on our team fundamentals and execution. While there's an opponent, obviously, there's not going to be a lot of major template or a lot of material on that opponent. And I think that's a healthy thing for your football team early in the year. Later in the year, you start getting more film, more material, you know, more of a template on what they do and what they like to do. But still, the focus remains on how we play and how we prepare.